Welcome back to Torah in 10, Sukkot edition. I'm Jody Berkel, and I'm so excited to be here with you again. Welcome to my Sukkah. It's Parsha Vezot Haberacha, the final Parsha. We made it. What's the life-changing idea Rabbi Sacks of Blessed memory teaches us this week? Number one, we are mortal. Therefore, make every day count. Number two, we are fallible. Therefore, learn to grow from each mistake. And number three, we will not complete the journey. Therefore, inspire others to continue what we began. What a gift. We get 3 for the price of 1. What I absolutely love about our Torah is that it's not a history book. Yes, we learn our history through reading it, and we should all learn our history. But the Torah is God's instruction manual for living the best life ever. It's practical, inspiring, and moving. Not everything is gained from a first read or even a second, but with a little bit of effort, there is a treasure trove of wisdom for living that speaks to each one of us in every generation at every moment. What's even more amazing is that when we read through the experiences of the greatest leaders of the Jewish people, we're not presented with perfect individuals, with no flaws, no mistakes. Rather, we do see their flaws, their struggles. In fact, the Torah highlights their mistakes. Why would God do this? Doesn't he want us to look up to these perfect people and aspire to be like them? Rabbi Sacks says this question comes to a head in this Parsha. He wonders, why does it have to end this way? With Moses denied the chance to even step foot on the land that he has spent 40 years leading his people towards. Imagine the scene in which Moses climbs Mount Nebo to see in the distance the land that he would never enter. It's heartbreaking. We have to ask, why was the greatest of all prophets, the man who spoke to God face to face, denied seeing his mission fulfilled? Was it because in a moment of frustration, he lost his temper with the Israelites when they were complaining about the lack of water in the desert? Why was he being treated so seemingly harshly by God, whose attributes include compassion and mercy? Rabbi Sacks says clearly the Torah is telling us something fundamental. For the answer, we need to go back to the beginning. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. There's a heaven and there is an earth, and they are not the same. Throughout history, we have struggled to understand what it means to be human. Civilizations have blurred the lines between the human and the divine. Rabbi Sacks says Judaism is humanity's protest against the notion that we are not God, but we are not chemical scum, as Stephen Hawking said of humanity. We are dust of the earth, but we have the breath of God within us. What's important is to never blur the boundary between heaven and earth. For us Jews, even at our highest, we're still human. We are finite. We are born, we grow, we learn, and eventually, even under the best circumstances, our bodies age. We can't do the things that we always did. I see this very personally with my 94-year-old booby, frustrated that she can't see, hear, walk, and understand as she once did. It's heartbreaking for me to watch because she herself recognizes this fact. We know that the gift of life does not last forever because nothing lasts forever, not even stars and planets. We're here for a short while. No one knows how long we have, but God is infinite. What are we to learn from the life of Moses, our teacher, and why is this so life-changing? Because in Rabbi Sacks's words, for each of us, there is a river we will not cross, a promised land we will not enter, and a destination we will not reach. Even the greatest life is an unfinished symphony. He says, Moses' death on the far side of the River Jordan is a comfort to us all. We should never feel guilty or frustrated or angry or defeated that there are things we hoped to achieve but did not, because that's what it is to be human. We shouldn't let our mistakes, our challenges define us or derail us from our mission. That's why we learn throughout the Torah about the challenges of even the greatest human beings. What made them great was not that they were perfect, but that they kept going. They learned from their mistakes and refused to give up hope. They didn't become great despite their challenges. They became great through their challenges, and so can we. Rabbi Sacks says something that will stay with me forever. He says, life is about getting up every morning and walking one more day towards the promised land, even though you know you may never get there, but knowing also that you helped others get there. What a message for us. I wish I could say thank you to Rabbi Sacks for that. The idea that Moses was mortal, that the greatest leader who ever lived did not see his mission completed, that even he was capable of making a mistake is the greatest gift God could give each of us. And that's why we get 3 life-changing ideas as the Torah comes to an end. Number 1, we're mortal, therefore make every day count. Number 2, we're fallible, therefore learn to grow from each mistake. And we will not complete the journey, therefore inspire others to continue what we began. May we all be blessed to take these practical ideas and make them life-changing. I would be so grateful if you gave us a like, subscribe to the channel, and shared this message with anyone who you think would also find it meaningful. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.